we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Ashes, maybe he has to snort the ashes. That's how they work. It's quite the saga. Holy balls, was this a big saga.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
No.
You have a responsibility, Alistair.
And they are swinging at the speed of light for some reason. What the hell's wrong with you? Yes, Morrigan, what did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. A disturbing thought.
Damn. This is how we summon the dragon back at the temple. We blow on this stupid horn that we picked up from the dude inside. Alright, so cool. Let's just let's step into our party camp for the moment. And then we'll carry on to Redcliffe.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
Sure, Alistair, what's on your mind?
I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Arl's family, and you did it, even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save them.
I am very heroic.
I owe the Arl that.
Well, you're welcome, Alistair.
Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, no dismemberment. Yes, dismemberment. Let's carry on. Let's head to Redcliffe and heal the Arl and bring him back. Morrigan, Liliana.
Yes.
Alistair, my favourites. Okay, Redcliffe Castle. Look around the dodgy village. Oh, okay, something's occurred. What's happening here? Trickster Whim. Is that his name? These are bloody corpses and busted caravans. That can't be good. What's going on here? Funny, you had to have this conversation twice. You died and had to reload. Then, based on which response you opened with, that determined whether Alistair was pissed or happy with you. Oh, such a fine line, was it? Yeah, Alistair's pretty chummy with us. Morrigan's fully in love with us at the moment. I think Alistair's going to be in love with us shortly too. We'll talk more once we've done the Redcliffe stuff with the Arl. We'll go back to camp and we'll talk some more to our team members and see what's going on. Oh no! Yep, bam. Okay, so you're just gonna. I thought we were gonna talk to him, but no, he just attacks. Fireball. Actually, Morrigan, you can fireball too. I guess just fireball there, because we've already knocked these two dickheads down here.
Defend yourself!
Alright, so there's a few... Oh, that looks like a mage. I didn't see you. Alistair, you're on that one. Liliana, you're on that one too. I'll try and draw the attention. Nope, I'll hit this guy, I guess. Hit the big guy. Hit the big guy. Nailed it. Teamwork. That was some pretty solid bandits, though. 4 victims lost their caravans to the bandits. Onwards. Actually, first let me turn off that buff. There we go. Onwards. Okay, cool. We're at the castle. Let's visit the Arl and see if we can heal him with these magical ashes. Maybe he has to snort the ashes. That's how they work. Alright, here we are. Bantegan. You're a good dude, Bantegan.
You return. Might you have news?
What is the Arl Eamon's condition?
Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. As time passes, I become more and more convinced the urn might be our only hope.
Are you going to call the Eamon's knights back again?
Yes, but they are returning slowly. No doubt the war's progress, as well as the Darkspawns, hinders many of them.
Okay, well, I found the urn.
You have?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
How does it work? Do you just sprinkle it on? Do you just turn it into a paste? Is it a facial mask? How's this work? Oh, the mage does something with it. Okay. We're quiet. Oh, something's happening. Go.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
What's going on?
Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
It's quite the saga. Holy balls, was this a big saga. I thought it was going to be short. Oh, here we go. He's back standing again.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
Well, I need your help against the Blight. That will do.
I understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of it. I would like to honor your efforts. Nothing more.
Okay. All right, as you wish.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls.
Champion.
And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Okay, thank you, Your Grace.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very...
Yeah, he's a dick.
Long I have known him. He is a sensible man. One who never desired...
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Kaelin, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands.
Yes.
Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
But you can know... but you can unite the nobility against Loghain, can't you?
I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. But not all oppose him. He has some very powerful allies.
Okay, fair point.
Time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
Okay, but once everyone learns what he's done, perhaps?
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has a...
Oh dear. You intend to put Alistair forward as king?
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain.
Right.
Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
No.
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Bannorn. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
Dun dun dun. So bright you saw it coming. I mean, I knew that it eventually happened from last time I played, but I didn't think it started so quickly. Yeah, okay. Well, my blessing. Why do you need my blessing?
None of this would be possible without you. You led Alistair here. You saved my life with the urn of sacred ashes. It's your lead I follow. I am a credible enough figure in this nation to call the landsmeet, But I hold no illusions that I could face Loghain without... Surely you see.
Okay, well, what's stopping Loghain from just attacking Redcliffe?
Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations.
Oh, very smart.
I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened.
Alright, so Connor kind of helped save the day too, hey? It's so funny because Alistair doesn't want to be king and he's a rubbish leader as well, so don't worry, if you stick with it long enough, you'll see what happens and what we do. Okay, Eamon, do you think this landsmeet idea will actually work?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
You were already romancing Alistair, so it all worked out perfectly. Nice one. Oh, but you're an elf mage. Ooh. Yes, I don't know that that'll work out. Well, it's... I don't know. I was an elf mage, but I was not romanced to Alistair when I played it last. So, I'm not sure. Maybe maybe you can be his side mistress. Or an unofficial... Yeah, I don't know. Do you have to be royalty to... I don't know. Let me know how you go. Okay, Eamon, wouldn't it just be easier if we went and killed Loghain?
I'm not sure that would help our cause. We would become the criminals, and our accusations would become excuses. Furthermore, I'm not even certain where Loghain might be.
Okay, what if we defeated him in battle?
Unless we convince some of Loghain's allies to abandon him, that's not likely to happen.
Okay.
Our army is not large enough. As a Grey Warden, you may gather allies to you, but we need those forces to not to battle against.
Alright, so what are my options here?
You have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. I truly believe the landsmeet is our best option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Loghain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, but neither would Loghain.
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us again.
So you've straight up asked Alistair if you being an elf is an issue, and he says no. Well, it's also possible, it may be possible that Alistair doesn't end up being king. So what he's proposing is to put forth Alistair as king, but there might be some choices to be made where he actually doesn't end up king. I can't quite remember. So who knows? There's still hope for you yet. Your love shall shine through whatever challenges come your way. Yeah, go for queen. Yeah, see what happens. Let us know. Okay, Arl Eamon, it seems like we have little choice. We must do this landsmeet idea of yours. It is very clever.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
Correct.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Yeah.
Nothing other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
Don't bring this. Oh, well, he has cooperated willingly, though he has little choice. Okay. He does seem earnest in his desire to repent.
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful part strained.
I can imagine. I say maybe give him to the Circle of Magi. They can figure out what they're going to do. But they might just make him tranquil, I guess. Or we let him go and let the Circle hunt him. No, that's terrible. Or we say he deserves no mercy and what, he gets executed now? I think as I don't know. I've only ever done a mage origin, but I'm guessing yes, this is the first time you encounter Jarwin if you are not the mage, and the options are different. Just like with the Guardian for the Ashes, depending on your origin, some of the people you meet there and the discussions you have with the Guardian vary as well. This is why the origins, the whole concept of the origins is so awesome in this game, because whichever origin you choose has ripple effects throughout the whole game, including some of the stuff to do with Loghain and his allies, because some of the human noble origin stuff has some political stuff that happens at the start. Same for the dwarf nobles, and both of these come into play again later when you're dealing with Loghain and or the dwarf king as well. So yeah, it's fascinating to see how this can all come together. They've smashed it out of the park in terms of how they've woven this in subtly throughout the game, and really strengthens your tie to your character and your origin as you continue through. It's really well done. There's little differences based on not just your origin, but also other choices that you make as well. Like right now, this bit wouldn't happen if we had oh no, Jarwin would still survive. If Jarwin would still survive if we did the blood magic way to get into the Fade, I suppose. But he would, I'm guessing Arl Eamon wouldn't be very forgiving if it had cost the life of his wife. If we didn't get the Magi to come and help, Jarwin would have had to have used blood magic and sacrificed someone else to get us into the Fade to stop the demon. So again, choices, consequences. I'm trying to make the best, most heroic choices along the way, the ones that I feel most consciously happy with. So, and right now we got to choose what happens to Jarwin. Look, I say let's just give him to the Circle of Magi. They can figure out what they want to do with him. You sacrificed her. You're a bit of a sympathizer. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, she was also partly to blame in all this, so I wouldn't have cried too much if that's the choice we had to make. Give him to the Circle of Magi.
True enough, and wisely. Jarwin, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord. And goodbye.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the land. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn.
That's true, Kate Kitty. If everyone else was complicit, the blame does not fall solely on you. It's a group effort. One in, all in.
We are still not yet ready to call the landsmen. Pursue your treaties and return with new allies, if you are at all able to.
Right, it's old.
My husband lives thanks to you. I am grateful.
Cool. Alright, we are done here. Mic drop. Boom. Let's get out. I think it's this way. Yes, this way. Alright, so that arc was massive. Oh, we've got soldiers training again. And they are swinging at the speed of light for some reason. What the hell's wrong with you?
I just signed on for the Arl's army. There's nowhere else for me to go since my
that looks like a bug. Dude, if you've got ninja warriors like that, that's a hell of an army. Okay, let's go back to party camp. Let's talk to Alistair.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish
Morrigan.
to hear what I have found?
Yes, Morrigan, what did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Okay, you look disturbed though.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
I have my own suspicions. spell of immortality of some kind?
Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime.
Possessed him
There
or
are
something.
stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend.
Yes.
Yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth.
Right.
When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
What so? Well, then why did she give Morrigan to us? Because there's a fair chance that Morrigan could be killed on this quest, and then she can't continue. Morrigan, are you certain about this?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired, their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
Yeah, so why would she risk sending you out with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
Damn. So if you died, she would just have another daughter or acquire another daughter somehow?
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korkari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
Damn. So what do you intend to do about it?
There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Cool, but perhaps you could talk to her about it first?
And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same.
Okay, so why do you need my help?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there.
Right.
So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Okay. Still seems a bit extreme though. Isn't that a little bit extreme?
It may seem so. If you think of Flemeth as a mother, think of her instead as an ancient abomination that intends to use her own flesh and blood to extend her life beyond all natural limits. She did not wish anyone to get a hold of this information, least of all me. Now I have. If I do not act on what I know, then more the fool am I.
Okay, that's fair. Very well. I will help you, Morrigan, however I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Korkari wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Yes, Kate. We are magically gifted, so Flemeth could potentially transfer to us. However, I think it would take time for her to rebuild strength to find a host, whereas when it's her own daughter, I reckon that's a lot easier and a lot quicker. So therefore, I don't think she could just instantly possess us. I think it would take her time to figure it out and choose or target someone to possess, whereas with Morrigan being her daughter, being already trained in the relevant magic and relatively strong, therefore that's why it's a risk for Morrigan and not for us. At least that's the theory I'm going with for now. Okay, Morrigan. We've got to go without Morrigan, fine. Do I have a time limit on this?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
Okay, so you are definitely serious though. Kill Flemeth, who is a witch of the wilds.
She would like everyone to think she is invincible, but I highly doubt that is the case. And besides that, You are not truly killing her.
Okay, well, fair enough. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Duly noted. Well, I guess that's our next mission. Ah, this is where you're stuck. Oh, so you're stuck trying to fight Flemeth. I do remember it being a challenging fight. What are we doing for inventory? Not too bad.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
No cheese knife. But whilst we're talking, what is your story exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
What lost glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kalsharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Noble.
Wow. Okay, so what happened then?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
Okay, I see.
The noble woman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Okay, and now here you are.
Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Have you heard any rumours?
The Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time either.
Oh, damn.
Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
All right, so these goods that you've got, where do they come from? Not the deep roads?
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
Yeah, except that you sell them for a profit. Okay, well, I guess it's better than having the Darkspawn take it all.
That's what I tell myself, too.
I'm sure it is.
These are dark times, indeed. Dark times, mate.
Okay. Well, yeah, you didn't mention your son in this whole tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think. And he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Okay, well, that was generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Okay, let me see your wares, Bannorn.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Cool. Not going to buy anything at the moment. We'll just see if we need to sell a couple pieces of junk. It's this shield that Arl Eamon gave us. That's not terrible, but probably not what we need right now either. We haven't got too much crap here. It's not too bad, actually. Inventory is not looking too terrible. Ogrim's Horn. Oh! This is how we summon the dragon back at the temple. We blow on this stupid horn that we picked up from the dude inside. Ah, well, we'll go back and do that. Not right now, but we'll go back and do that at another point. Cool. There you're right. You do stumble upon the way to do it. Cool. All right. What about enchantments? I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment.
Yeah. On my current sword, it has 2 slots. I'm thinking, let's just chuck on, because we might end up upgrading. We'll chuck on a paralyzed rune and, oh, we've got a master lightning rune. Let's do that. Dunsky. Weapon upgraded. Alright, on to find and battle Flemeth, I guess.